In this video, I will tell you about the projects of Glitch Productions. But first, I have a challenge for you. Only 5% of viewers will be able to like and subscribe to the channel before time runs out. 3, 2, 1. Comment done if you manage to do it in time. Glitch Productions. A look at the studio and its creations. Glitch Productions is an Australian animation studio founded in 2017 by brothers Luke and Kevin Lerdwichigal in Sydney, Australia. The studio is primarily funded through YouTube monetization, merchandise sales, crowdfunding, and support from Screen Australia for specific projects. Originating from the SMG4 YouTube channel, Glitch Productions has become known for producing high-quality 3D animated web series. MetaRunner. MetaRunner is an Australian computer-animated cyberpunk drama web series created by Kevin and Luke Lerdwichigal, produced by Glitch Productions. First announced prior to its release, a version of the main character Tari was introduced in the SMG4 series beforehand. The first episode was released on July 25, 2019 on the SMG4 channel. Season 2 premiered on October 16, 2020, and Season 3 premiered on July 22, 2022, concluding the series on September 9, 2022. A comic series, MetaRunner Source, was later announced. The series is set in a futuristic world centered around video games and esports. The story follows Tari, an amnesiac cyborg with the ability to warp into video games. She is trying to avoid the sinister TAS Corp and uncover her past, which is linked to an experiment called Project Blue, led by Dr. Sheridan. After waking up with no memory, Tari discovers her ability and befriends Theo, an in-game character who comes to the real world. The head of TAS Corp, Lux, seeks to exploit Tari's power. Tari and Theo join MD5, a group trying to expose TAS Corp's actions. At the heart of the story is Tari, the main protagonist, a shy, amnesic meta-runner gifted with the extraordinary ability to warp into games. She's joined by Theo, a charming in-game character from Ultra Jump Mania who finds himself brought into the real world and becomes Tari's steadfast companion. Leading the charge against TAS Corp is Masa Shimamoto, a former TAS Corp team captain now at war with his old boss, who heads the TAS Corp. The dynamic cast also includes Belle Fontier, a skilled meta-runner who begins as an antagonist but later joins Tari and the MD5, and Lucinia Porter, a key figure linked to Tari's past and the mysterious Project Blue. Facing off against our heroes are formidable antagonists such as James Sheridan, the ex-TAS Corp scientist behind Project Blue who survived the explosion and seeks revenge, and the ruthless CEO of TAS Corp, Derek Lux, obsessed with controlling Tari's unique ability. Adding to the conflict is Evelyn Claythorne, a rival meta-runner working for TAS Corp. Sunset Paradise. Sunset Paradise is an Australian-American computer-animated web series created by Luke and Kevin Lerdwichigal, produced by Glitch Productions and funded by Screen Australia. Revealed in SMG4, War of the Fat Italians, 2020, the pilot was released on March 26, 2021, followed by 9 weekly episodes from June 4 to July 30, 2021. It is a standalone spin-off of the SMG4 series set within that continuity. The series focuses on Meggie Spletzer, who takes a vacation to the tropical island of Port Aurora to find her purpose after winning the final Splatfest. Her relaxing holiday is disrupted by criminal activity on the island leading up to the Phoenix Festival. She teams up with the inept local deputy, Ari Bori, to bring justice as Port Aurora's new sheriff. They face various criminals including the Spudbuds, Whisk, the Funky Force, and their leader Sir Benedict Cumbersnatch, while Meggie also deals with her inner demon, Shadow Meggie. Leading the adventure are Meggie Spletzer, an inkling-turned-human seeking her path in life who gets drawn into fighting crime on her vacation. She finds an unlikely partner in Ari Bori, an inept but well-intentioned local deputy who becomes her friend. The island's leader is Mayora Bora, who makes a significant sacrifice to protect Meggie and Ari. The primary threat comes from Benedict Cumbersnatch, the main antagonist and crime boss of Port Aurora, cursed to an unusual form and seeking power. His criminal network includes the unruly Spudbuds, a gang of potato bandits, Whisk, a cat thief with a surprising fear, and the deceptive robotic dancers known as the Funky Force. Murder Drones. Murder Drones is an Australian-American computer-animated science fiction comedy horror web series created by Liam Vickers and produced by Glitch Productions, with early episodes funded by Screen Australia. Teased in June 2021 and officially announced in October 2021 with a trailer, the pilot premiered on October 29, 2021. The series concluded on August 23, 2022-2024. The series is set on the exoplanet Copper-9, a former mining colony where worker drones lived before humans caused an apocalypse. The remaining worker drones hide in a bunker, fearing disassembly drones sent from Earth to kill them. The story follows Uzi Dorman, a rebellious worker drone who teams up with N, a seemingly friendly disassembly drone, to uncover the truth and fight back. Uzi dreams of saving the planet and gaining her father's respect by killing disassembly drones. The central figure is Uzi Dorman, the rebellious teenage worker drone protagonist who forms an unexpected bond with serial designation N, a disassembly drone who becomes her emotional anchor. Also part of the dynamic is Serial Designation 5, a sociopathic disassembly drone with her own mysterious agenda. Standing against them are threats like the chilling Absolute Solver, a digital entity that corrupts drone AI. The antagonists also include Doll, a worker drone who utilizes the Absolute Solver for revenge, and Serial Designation J, a lethal workaholic, disassembly drone leader with a complex past. A significant threat is also presented by Sin, a worker drone who became a zombie drone, and the first host of the Absolute Solver, responsible for immense destruction. The Amazing Digital Circus. The Amazing Digital Circus is an Australian-American adult, computer-animated surreal slapstick comedy web series created by Gooseworks and produced by Glitch Productions. It is the fourth animated series by Glitch Productions. The pilot episode premiered on October 13, 2023, with the final episode as of the video premiering on December 13, 2024. The pilot became one of the most watched independent animation pilots on YouTube. A manga adaptation and a release on Netflix were announced in September 2024. The series is set in a bizarre digital world from which there is no escape, overseen by a wacky AI. A woman, later named Pomni, finds herself trapped in this digital circus with no memory of her past. She joins 5 other humans also trapped in digital avatars. The series follows their struggles within this chaotic and illogical environment. Among the human inhabitants trapped in the circus are Pomni, the main protagonist, a jester struggling to comprehend her new reality. She's joined by Ragatha, a cheerful doll-like figure who maintains optimism despite the circumstances, and Jax, a sarcastic and rebellious rabbit-like character. Other trapped individuals include Gangle, a ribbon creature whose mask reflects her emotions, Kinger, an eccentric insectoid who has been in the circus the longest, and Zubul, an abstract being made of interchangeable objects. Overseeing this strange domain is the primary Kane, an erratic and powerful AI who acts as the ringmaster and controls the digital environment. Knights of Guinevere. Knights of Guinevere is an upcoming Australian-American adult sci-fi psychological thriller animated series created by Dana Terrace, John Bailey Owen, and Zach Marcus, and produced by Glitch Productions. A teaser was released on January 17, 2025. It is Glitch's 5th original series and their first to be produced in 2D animation. The creators are known for their previous work on Disney's acclaimed fantasy series, The Owl House. Sarah Fisher not only voices one of the characters but also contributes to the compositing process. Alison Lockhart, an American producer and musician, serves as the line producer for Knights of Guinevere. Rebecca Rose, also known as Rebecca Baza, is the design coordinator for the series, overseeing the visual continuity and art pipeline for Glitch's first fully 2D animated project. The Gaslight District. The Gaslight District is an Australian-Canadian adult animated post-apocalyptic neo-noir web series created by Canadian animator Nick Sopko and produced by Glitch Productions. It is the 5th Glitch series and is expected to be released on April 18, 2025. It has received critical acclaim. The series is an action crime drama set after the end of the world on an island filled with immortal criminals and gangsters. The story centers around a group of undead gangsters known as the Smiling Dead, who fight for control of this land, cursed by God. This post-apocalyptic neo-noir world is filled with dark and gritty themes. The main protagonist is Melancholy Hill, the mafia princess of the group. Their leader is Ken the Butcher, who also happens to be the father of Breadhead. Breadhead is one of the members of the Smiling Dead and the accidental son of Ken the Butcher. Also part of this undead family is Mud, Ken's brother and Breadhead's uncle. Thanks for watching. Click like, subscribe to the channel, and check out my other videos. There's still a lot of interesting stuff. See you later.